last episode of JJK left everyone, including myself, down in the dumps over the death of Nobara. And the beginning of this episode decided to rub some salt in the wound by giving us a flashback with our main characters that was very reminiscent of the bonus content back at the end of the episodes in season 1. We even see a little bit of Gojo. Anyway, as it snaps back to reality, Yuji's trauma was continuing to grow, but that didn't stop Mahito from talking his shit and landing a black flash. But that wasn't enough because Mahito grabbed Yuji out of the air as he decided to repay him for the combo that Yuji gave him earlier. And as we see Mahito tell Yuji that he is the same as he is and about to finish him off, we hear a clap in the beginning of the most confusing yet inspirational speeches of all time. Todo has finally arrived.
He's back.
And I shit you not, I had the biggest grin on my face when I saw him pull up. And he shows up with Akari's younger brother, Arata, who has a technique that can freeze but not heal injuries. I mean, that's how I would describe it. Anyway, after Todo arrives, he tells Yuji that his dead comrades entrusted him with something and that they're Jujutsu sorcerers and that he must keep moving forward. After saying this, Todo runs the ones with Mahito for a little bit, and Todo was low-key making Mahito look like a fool. But right when Mahito thought that he pulled one on Todo, it was time to see another black flash, except for this time it was Yuji getting his get back on Mahito.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
And then it's time we get ready for some classic Jujutsu jumping, and Todo and Yuji are two people that know how to jump someone. But before that, since it is Jujutsu Kaisen, there has to be a heartbreaking moment in every single episode that we get, and we cut to Miwa talking to Bluetooth Mekamaru. And to be honest, Mekamaru is low-key a hoe in my opinion, because this man was gatekeeping his classmates so that they wouldn't die in Shibuya, but everyone from Tokyo school pulled up, and even though he was confident that if Todo went he would survive, that man really took away forces from the good guys. Anyway, this causes Miwa to call herself useless along with the other students from Kyoto, and best girl Urahime says it best by telling everyone it doesn't matter anymore, he's dead. And then the AirPod basically says he was in love with Miwa and hopes that she could be happy no matter what, causing Miwa to break down knowing that he's dead. Anyway, we get back to jumping Mahito, and I'm not gonna lie, Mahito using a train and chasing Yuji and Todo was just insanity. Also, this dude is truly the definition of a villain because this man was making human swords out the ass. Also, I'm really curious on how exactly Todo switched here because there's no way that he used his hands to clap, but he still ended up switching places.
What else can it possibly be? What you mean?
And as Mahito takes a nice little elevator ride, Yuji breaks out of the train, meeting back with Todo. But as this is happening, Todo is thinking to himself that he has been left behind Yuji, even Mahito at that moment. So as Todo is thinking, he hands a rock to Yuji, and Yuji hums that bitch about 1,000 miles per hour. And Todo switches, having a plus ultra moment in one of the best scenes I've seen in anime this year. And Todo finally lands a black flash.
Tell me that wasn't no bar. That wasn't no bar. Nigga, listen.
I mean, seeing Todo land this was cool and all, but also seeing what was in Todo's mind before he landed it, it just speaks so many levels about his character. And as the narrator takes over, we see one of my personal favorite panels in the manga of all time being animated, the 120% panel.
This shit means something to me, man.
And the episode ends off as the fight is ramping up, and just gets me hyped for next week because that shit is gonna be peak. Anyway, that's all I got for this episode, so until next time, peace.